2. And 3, 4, 5. Are you gonna do it or am I gonna do it? Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing a continuation of our last video, which is, what was our last video? Childhood stories. And for today's menu, I actually made it. So, what do we have today? We have a mushroom burger, and then we have, I believe, three guava burgers with cilantro sauce that I made up today. And, oh god, 2 Cool Pig burgers. What do you want to try first?
All of them.
Really?
No, I want to try the chicken one first.
Me too. I'm going to try the chicken one.
Which one is the chicken one?
These 3 right here.
Okay, I'll take this one.
I'm going to take this one then.
So you can see. Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
I did not.
I hope it's good. Thanos.
Hey, buddy.
Okay. Well, this is a big burger.
Down, buddy. Down. Oh. Looks so sad.
What do you think?
You want to tell them what's in it?
Oh, so. Alright,
Oh, it's good. It's really good. Oh.
is it?
Oh. Yeah.
So, oh my gosh.
That's really good.
There's a portobello mushroom, guava chicken, which I'm definitely going to add. I'm going to turn it into a teriyaki chicken next time. I think it needs that little sweetness. So that's what I'm going to change up. Lettuce, onions, and cilantro sauce, which I will be making a video tutorial on my other channel.
I think you should do this, yeah, for sure. We also just came back from grilling it, too. Well, she grilled it. I didn't do anything.
You did. He put matches in the...
Yeah, I was like, what joke? What's the joke you got? Oh. Hey, buddy. That's Thanos. So if anyone doesn't know, that's our corgi Thanos. He's the best. And our other corgi mix, BG. Right over here. This sauce is really good.
The sauce is good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's all about that.
Wait, what did you say? All I heard was...
I said, it's not Mr. Noah, Mr. Nana. You want to tell them what's bad?
No, not yet.
Oh. I was like, whoa.
They have to stay tuned. Well, not on this channel. On my other channel. I'm still fixing it up, though. That's why. Because there's definitely some changes I want to do. Okay. My first story... Oh, it's another running away. It's another running away story again. You know how I ran away from like the workers at Walmart?
Oh.
Another video? Okay. So this is another one of those incidents. I believe I was 4 years old and I needed to get shots because as y'all know, I came from the Philippines, and when you come from a different country, you need multiple shots before you start school. So I was in the doctor's office, and for some reason, I was really afraid of needles back then. I'm not afraid of needles anymore, but...
I feel like all kids are afraid of needles.
That's true.
I don't know. Did I her?
You probably did.
No, my mom always checked. Did they do that thing that the doctors were...
What?
All right, on the count of 3, we're good. And then just stick it in.
Okay. But, so, he had the needle, and I was in the chair, and I freaked out. I started screaming. I was like, no, don't do it! And I ran out of the doctor's office, and then they had to catch me. So my mom caught me, and then the doctor caught me, and my mom had to hold me down for me to get the shot. Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm. Mhm.
What was the top 4?
I don't know. Something I needed. Do you have a story?
Oh, was it?
Well, no.
Oh. Well, okay, speaking of the doctors. I actually got 2 stories then. Because they're fairly short.
Okay. This is the KALUA pig burger. Let me try this one.
But the first one involves, say, a yardstick.
Oh my god.
A yardstick and this man's throat.
How old were you?
Too old to... old enough for it to be dumb that what I did. I was like 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah, no.
I feel like as a 6 or 7-year-old I should know. So, yeah. We had a very, I had a very imaginative childhood where we liked to do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I don't know if it was a whole day or just at that moment, I decided oh man, how tall is this hallway? This is our house, right? Our old house. I'm like, oh, how tall is this hallway? So I tried to conjure up all these different ways of how to measure it and figure it out, my hands or something. I don't know. So we showered, and then I had this bright idea. I was like, oh yeah, we have this yardstick in our closet. So I grabbed it. I was like, okay, cool. So at first I'm trying to I'll stack it, and then I put my hand here, and then I grab it and try to put it up here. I was like, this is too tall. How can I ever get up this high? So my hallway is narrow enough where you could do the Mission Impossible thing where you climb up like this. So I was okay, I was climbing it up, and I was trying to hold it in my hand. I was like, I can't do this. Okay, mind you, I just came out of the shower, by the way. So my feet are a little wet, whatever. I put the yardstick in my mouth because I'm gonna I'm gonna scale the wall and hold it in my mouth. I'm like. So I got pretty high where I could touch the top, and I was like, wow. And then I started feeling my feet slip, and I'm slipping, and then I finally slip. I have the yardstick in my mouth, and I'm going my mouth, and I fall down. All right. And yes, it went up my throat. All jokes.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so it went up my throat. It went in my throat. But apparently the way I fell, I got really lucky because if I didn't fall the way I did, so what had happened was I went like this, and I leaned back just in time for it to it hit the roof of my mouth instead of just impaling me. If that makes sense.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I went to the hospital and everything. I'm sure the doctors were laughing.
Off.
I was unconscious.
Wait, did you get stitches?
I have no idea, actually.
You probably did, right?
I just remember they recommended Blue Bunny ice cream.
For your lactose intolerance.
For my throat. Yeah, I know, for real. I don't know if it was my normal doctor. Because it wasn't a normal situation. It's got messed up.
What's that game called?
This is a mushroom?
Oh yeah, this is the mushroom one.
Can I try this one?
Yeah, I was gonna try it next.
I'll just eat half then. So this one has the...
I'll just take a bite.
Mushroom.
Yeah, that one is just portobello mushroom, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and the cilantro sauce. How's it taste? Does it taste good? Oh, at this I used to work at a cafe, and we used to have a portobello mushroom burger, and yeah, but some people would be upset because they're like, where's the burger? They're expecting Shake Shack style, with the hamburger and the mushroom.
Yeah.
So they would give it back, but it's like.
We said we're gonna do that someday, maybe, possibly. We'll make our
Ooh,
own
this
Shake
is
Shack.
good. I like this one. Right. So, old neighborhood. Elementary again. We were playing freeze tag. And there was this one time that I got super duper upset. Because they all ganged up on me. This is what happened, okay? This is my side of the story. So we're playing freeze tag. And freeze tag, you only have your hands, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know, to catch people. And then they start climbing up walls. And I had like a bunch of people that were like frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was like at least 3 people that I froze, right? And then they're all on the wall. And they're like, oh, we can use machine guns. I'm like, what? What do you mean machine guns? It's like, we can use the machine guns to run freedom. I'm like, you can't do that. They're like, yes, we can. And they're like, brrr, brrr. I'm like, you motherfuckers. And I started stomping and I cried and I went home.
Stop. Yeah. Boopy doo. You're like, boopy boopy.
That was so unfair.
Wait, what grade is this?
I was in elementary school, so.
Yeah, okay. What I was gonna say was like, I think most of those things as like kids would digress into that. Because we definitely did that where we were playing like freeze tag, and then it turned into like, okay, now it's Resident Evil. Now we're playing zombies. And now everyone's zombies and stuff. And then guns get involved, and then someone gets real salty. Did you ever play tag riding bikes?
We used to do that all the time. Or hide and seek around our whole entire neighborhood. That was so fun.
This is the one in Wahiwa?
In Whitmore.
Whoa. Yeah, we had that too, but we had like one of those like those housing complexes.
Oh my god! Where did you come from?
He been there. He been trying. You can't have onions though, buddy. Right?
Yeah, they can't have onions. What are you saying? Wait, do you have another story?
Yeah, but I was just saying, like, because I have we had a housing complex, but, like, we would play freeze tag there. I remember we used to, like, we actually had, like, a map. Like, we drew a map of our entire apartment complex, so we could be, like, I mean, I never finished.
That's too extreme.
Just so we could know, like, well, this is where this person... Okay, my other hospital story.
Another bite of this one. Another hospital story?
Because I like to be adventurous. I like to climb on a lot of stuff, so oh my god, I just climbed on things. I like heights. Heights is fun. Because it's scary. So I climbed... Well, I was like 3 years old. I was climbing on top of, one of those, like, treadmills? I mean, it's big for a 3-year-old, right? And it's one of those, like... It was old. This is, like, the 90s. It's not old. So back in 97... Back in 97, I was climbing on this treadmill, and then I fell again. But this time, because it was like an old one, so it was like made out of like metal pieces and stuff. I fell and I hit my head on some part of the treadmill. And all I remember is like I was on the ground and then I was blacking out, and then my mom was screaming and stuff. So apparently I had cracked my head open. Yeah, like I hit it hard enough and it just like. Blah.
And that's why he's like this now.
That's why I'm.
That's why he's so broken now.
That's money.
Oh my god.
No. That's not the story. Yeah, I fell and then we went to the hospital. I got stitches and staples. They used to do, I don't know if they still do staples.
Yeah, my brother had staples before too.
Yeah, so I had it was on my head, and I don't know if it's contributed to like why it's so hard to like cut my hair with some people apparently, because I have like little dips and stuff. Pretty sure because I grabbed my head open. So, but yeah, apparently I guess I came out fine. I wouldn't know. I came out this way, so
just a little broken. That's it.
Which reminds me one more. Actually, another story where I'm climbing.
What?
I was climbing on a patio. And we wanted to do this stunt where, like, because we were watching a lot of movies. Because we watched a lot of action movies as kids. Movies that we shouldn't probably have been watching. So, like, we had this little tricycle at the bottom. And I was supposed to, like, jump off the patio like an action movie. So, running up the stairs. And then I was supposed to, like kind of like one of those parkour tricks. And I'm like 7. So I climb over and I was supposed to jump on the tricycle. But see what had happened was there was a car too that was like parked right there. My auntie's car. So I had gone, and I completely messed it up, obviously.
Oh my god.
And then I hit the car, and I fell on my arm. Pretty sure I hit the car, then I fell on my arm, and it broke it. So I broke my arm, and I had to go to the hospital, and then we got a cast, blah, 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 whatever. So I have this broken arm. So that's not the story. The story is how many times I had to change this thing.
Oh my gosh.
So I think the first time I changed it, I don't know why, because I think it was I got it messed up, I was cutting it or something. Then the second time, it was me and my sister in the back of the car, and we're like, "Oh, this would be funny." We had a coin, and I put it here, and then it went in, and I got stuck, and I got scared, so I didn't tell my mom because this would have been the third time they would have to treatment cast. And then I was like, "Oh, it's getting itchy." I told my mom, "Oh, my stuff's getting itchy," and it's been enough time that I completely forgot that I have a coin in there.
Uh-huh.
So they cut it open, and all you see, the doctor's like, "Oh." He opens it up, the coin, and then this circle that was green. And then, I'm pretty sure I would have got real sick if
yeah. Oh my goodness! What if they opened it and then it ate at your skin?
Ooh! My mom was like, "What the hell is that?" What is that? And the doctor's like, Are you yelling at me? Or he's like, "Whoa, shit!" I'm like, "Oh god." I didn't mean to get this kid busted.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
This turned into hospital stories.
Yours?
Doctor stories? Yeah, I know.
I've never been to the... Oh. I mean, I got stitches once. That's when I went to the hospital. I was kind of upset by it. No, you can have it.
I was gonna put the whole thing in my mouth.
Do it! Oh my god. Okay.
I did it for YouTube.
When I was younger, we used to go to the pineapple fields a lot with our bikes. We just ride down these really, really narrow dirt hills. And there was this one time, it wasn't me, but there's a kid, and it's really steep. So it's the hill is literally like this, right? And then this boy is just riding his bike, and then about 3/4 of the way through, he loses control, and he stumbles and he flips, and then he just splat on the ground, and he wasn't moving.
Oh my goodness!
So
he was
yeah, with his bike, because he lost control, and he wasn't moving. So we were all just staring from up the hill, and we're like, "What the fuck? Is he dead?" We thought he died, but he was alright. Yeah.
Did you know him? Do you know him now?
No. He was a friend of someone else that I knew.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of friends.
What?
Alright, so it was the summer of 97. No. It was the summer of 2009, maybe, 2010. And I used to be in ROTC.
Wait, which is this one? Oh,
You're
no.
okay, buddy.
Is this the sandwich one?
No.
Oh, you're not going to tell the sandwich one.
Oh, maybe I'll tell the sandwich one after, but this one. So, we went to this camp. It was a camp for ROTC people. It was 3 days, 2 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, we had this pool exercise, and it was the deep end. It was 14 feet or something, and we were swimming. We were supposed to tread water. I'm terrible at swimming, and I'm terrified of water. Swimming.
Mm.
At least back then, I was just because I had a near-death experience at one point where I almost drowned because the waves kept rolling.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a pool. So at first I'm treading the water, and then I start kind of panicking because I'm oh, I can't do this. But I didn't panic, okay? I was okay, I'm just gonna make my way over to the wall. So I go over to the wall. I do the thing where you go under for a little bit and swim and then come back up. And then I was okay, I'm good. My friend, he started for some reason. No, wait, hold on, reverse. Not yet. Actually, I didn't make it to the wall. at one point I had to suck up my manhood, and I looked at he's like 2 grades ahead of me. I think he's like my sister's grade.
Mm-hmm.
So like 2 years older than me. I looked at him, I'm like, I need help. Like, and he's like, he started calling the lifeguard. He's like, we need a lifeguard. Like, you can't. And I'm like, and I think he was trying to hold me up at one point.
Uh-huh.
And then my other friend decided to also drown at the same time. So he's like, oh. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh my god. And then he goes up to the guy that was trying to call for help, and he starts pushing him down and using him as a float.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the panic drowner? I'm like, so I started trying to turn around. I don't know. I'm in survival mode now, right? So I forget. I'm like, okay, that guy's lost. He's lost. So I start trying to turn around so I can swim to the wall, because obviously this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then my friend manages to, like, I don't know how he did it. This is us 3, right? He somehow comes around and gets to me, and he starts doing the same thing. He's like, oh, I'm drowning, and I'm like, and I'm not screaming at all. I'm crying, but you can't see me, and the water's all over me. And I remember I had a moment where I was like, this is how I'm gonna die.
You're just gonna drown.
This sucks. My friend was an idiot, and I'm gonna die. But no, lifeguard came in time. They pulled us on the side, and they were like, my sister was there too, because she was part of the camp. So she was like, what the fuck happened? And not to be to like, why was there no lifeguard? Like, where was the lifeguard? And blah, blah, blah. And then she wanted to strangle my friend because he was an idiot. Because she's like, you serious? Because I was trying not to throw him under the bus, but you know, can't help.
In relation to that story, I was that friend.
Oh my god.
So I didn't know how to swim. I started panicking because my friends went to the deep end, which is like 5 feet. And, you know, at the time I wasn't 5 feet. So, you know how you said that your friend pushed you? Yeah, I did that.
No.
My friend was like, Jackie! What? Jackie, stop! Jackie! Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
You would have killed him. You would have killed a person.
Yeah, I know.
See, but I feel like, again, this is another thing where, like, people will think I'm lying. But I personally feel like if I was in that situation, I probably would just not do that to anybody. Like, I would just, like, oh, if I'm gonna die, I guess I'm dying here because it's my fault. I'm not gonna, like, grab onto anyone unless some sort of like mental thing kicks in. Is that like a mental thing?
It was a mental thing because I was like, oh, I don't want to die, and I was like, that's the only way.
Actually, we'll see. It might be a body reaction, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like I wouldn't do that. Oh. I try not to. Like that's why I said I turn around. I'm like, I'm gonna still make my way for the wall.
Yeah.
And Derek somehow, I'm like, okay, look, if you could swim that far, that quickly, and drown me, you could have swam to the wall.
Panic mode.
Idiot. And you know what's even more funny? Everyone that was in the pool went to the wall when it was happening. Well, because like they didn't know what to do, and like that's what you're trained to do, right? Because like when someone's drowning, you're not supposed to like, because they're probably gonna drown you trying to save themselves. But yeah. Oh really?
Oh my goodness! No, there was this one time. Well, I didn't poop my pants. I was holding in my pee once. And then I was like, okay, I gotta go. So I walk out, right? I walk out of the room, and then there's these group of.
Oh, I thought you were gonna walk out of the room.
No. So there's. I walk out of the room, right? Because I was like, oh my god, I gotta pee. And I was like, uh-oh. So I stood there. I was like, uh-oh. And then. And I was just. I was staring at these, my 2 neighbors because they were there. And I just like looked them straight in the eye. And I was just peeing. I was like,
you're like,
oh. It was a giant puddle.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then what'd you do?
That's it.
Probably.
Did I? No, I think I peed my pants once in elementary. I do have a kindergarten story. So remember, I didn't know how to speak a lot of English, right? It was nap time, and I always have like a really difficult time going to sleep right away. So while all the other kids were asleep already, I was fiddling with my earring and then I lost it. Then after that, it was like, nap time was over, so we had to pick it up, right? And for some reason, I don't know why, I was panicking because I couldn't find my earring, and in my head, I was like, oh my goodness, my mom, she's gonna scold me, which my mom is the nicest human being. Out there, she would never, like, yell at us, so I don't know why I thought that, but I was crying, and I couldn't talk to my teacher because, I didn't know a lot of English. So she actually called my nephew, who's older than me. That's weird. But yeah, I had a nephew who was in the 5th grade when I was in kindergarten, and he had to come and he was trying to like console me, and he's like, do you want me to call your mom? And I was like, no, don't call my mom. But eventually they got me to calm down, and then I was looking around, and guess where my earring was? It was underneath my blanket. That's where it was the whole entire time. I looked it up my blanket and I was like, oh.
Did you show
there
them?
You are.
You're like, I found it.
No, I was just like,
oh.
Oh, there you are.
That reminds me of like, because I used to be, my mom was scary. I didn't want to like tell her I was sick because she was already like, sometimes she'll start yelling in the morning for like we didn't clean something.
Yeah.
But it'll be like 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I was sick. I was like dead sick in the morning, and I didn't want to like tell her I wanted to stay home because I was sick. Cause she was like, you guys gotta get ready for school and blah blah blah. I'm making my mom sound terrible. She's really not terrible, but like. Anyway, I was scared, so I went to school. I'm like dying. I think I had like a super high fever.
Oh my goodness.
And like my teacher was like, because I had my head buried in a shirt, right? Another, like an extra shirt, because I took out my jacket. Because it was getting hot, but it was clearly cold because we were in an AC room. So I had my jacket, I'm holding it, and then she's like, Tyler, get your head out of your jacket. I'm like, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, well, are you listening? I'm like, yeah. You know when people are like mean for like no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, and then, she continues her lesson, and then like, my friend like, he's like, are you okay? I don't know, I just like, no, I'm not. I had my jacket, I had bowled it, I made it into a bowl, and I just like threw up in my jacket. I was like,
oh my goodness!
And then I tried hiding it, and she's like, okay, you need to go to the health room, and like, okay. And then I carry this thing, it's dripping, and I throw it in the trash.
Of course, yeah. In high school, because I worked in high school, so I'd go to school Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sundays I would go to work. And there was this one time, it was reading time in high school, and I fell asleep. I knocked out. And so I wake up, right? I wake up in a daze, and everyone, the whole entire classroom is staring at me. I'm like, what the heck? And then one of my friends is like, oh my god, we thought you died.
What the hell?
Apparently they tried waking me. Several people tried waking me up. Like they shook me and everything, and I wouldn't budge. So they thought I died. That's why everyone looked panicked and they were just staring at me. But I mean, I missed the quiz because the teacher didn't want to wait for me to wake up to do the quiz. So
yeah, teachers are mean sometimes for like no reason.
I had one more story about a teacher. So I'm a really quiet person, right? I'm shy normally, so I'm really soft spoken. And the teacher, she called on me, and then I replied, but I was like really quiet. I was like, oh, something. Because it's also math, and I'm not good at math, so I didn't want to like say the wrong thing. And then she's like, what? I can't hear you. You're like, and I'm like, whoa, lady. It's like, what the heck?
So,
you're being so rude.
Unnecessarily rude.
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness, calm down. Jesus. It's not my fault I'm soft spoken. Gosh.
Speaking of like, well, not mean teachers, weird teachers. So we had like sex education So like like the normal like everyone does like this is the penis or whatever just a second I don't know whatever the term is vaginal something canal and people are like and the girls are like stop this is serious.
Oh my god.
The girls are like this is serious stuff and guys are like laughing. And then we're looking through the paper and then she was talking about like ejaculation, right?
Right.
I guess that was the scientific term. It was on the paper. It was just like, and then she was like saying like how the semen has like a chlorine smell. I was like, okay, cool. And I'm highlighting shit because I'm trying to like, there's a test after.
Yeah.
So I'm highlighting stuff and I'm like, smells like chlorine. What?
Sounds like chlorine.
So I was like, I'm like looking through the paper. I flipped it. I'm like, did we miss? I was like looking. I was like, are we on the right page? I was like, yeah. And I'm looking through. And I'm like, and then like it all hit me at the same. I was like, oh god.
What?
She just gave us information from her head.
Oh no!
I was like, oh god. And I look at my friend, I'm like, this is
oh my god!
And I'm sure she'll never see this, but like I had a PE teacher, right? And she just had sweaty pits like all the time. She was like buff though, like scary kind, like she would choke you out, but like she had sweaty pits all the time. Right. This is the one that like said it, and I was like,
oh no!
I was like, that doesn't say anywhere in the paper. And I was like, and then I couldn't like focus after that. I couldn't focus on anything she was saying because I was like, I had to like double check. That's all I was doing, just double checking if it was on the paper. That was the only thing that was like off the paper. And I was like,
oh no!
I was like, no, please.
That's really traumatizing.
No, we know. I was like, I don't think anyone else knows but me and my friend. I think. And then they didn't put two and two together. I did it immediately. I was like, what?
Oh my goodness.
Because I was an intense note taker, right? If I didn't see it on the paper and I see it on the test, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh my goodness.
No, anyway. Do you have any more?
I don't have any more stories.
Alright, I guess we're ending it on the semen story.
Oh gosh.
Anyway.
Did you like the burger?
I did. What was your favorite? Oh my goodness. I was like, what you doing?
Oh, the other day, wait, can I just say this one story?
Yeah.
Tyler is so done with me. So the other day, I yawned, and I was like, oh.
Wait, let me describe how it actually is.
No, okay, wait, hold on. Tyler's so, you're so dramatic.
This is my ear, okay? Oh, you guys will be the ear, okay? You're my ear. So she was like this. She was like,
you're such a liar. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let's finish this already. Okay. I really liked the mushroom burger.
I like the chicken a lot, actually.
You like the chicken?
And I'm assuming the one with the chicken and the mushroom is gonna be really good. But we'll save that for late.
Wait, what are you talking about?
This one has the portobello and the chicken.
Yeah, you had that same thing.
There's a portobello in it?
Yeah, there's a portobello in it.
And chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's my favorite then.
You didn't even notice. I'm definitely gonna tinker with this because the chicken is just a little too salty for me, so I'm gonna turn it into like teriyaki chicken. But okay, so if you guys want the recipe for the KALUA pig burger, I actually have a recipe for the KALUA pig slider, which Tyler will put up
over here.
Mm-hmm. And then what else?
Wow. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and then we'll also put up a link to Tyler's, is it creative channel?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, the creative channel.
Film
film channel.
And there's like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There's new videos every week, but there's new videos every week for every channel. So we're just putting links everywhere. We'll put links and all that stuff. So like,
oh my, look at Thanos.
He's been doing that the whole time. So like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you guys can get updates constantly on when we have new videos.
He's mad at me. Mom.